Hello there. I'm taking a drive from Nanyuki to Sagana to go spend time with some friends. We're having lunch together. So although I'm a bit late for lunch, it's gonna be a late lunch. But I decided I wanted to make this video to share with you some of the thoughts and ideas I have for people who are selling premium products. Like if you're selling high ticket products, then you want to stick around until the end, because I'll be dropping a lot of gems for you, because that's what I do. I sell high ticket, and I also have a training program where I get to teach entrepreneurs how to do the same thing and get customers consistently. So if you're interested in that, I'll drop a link below this video. And if we're just meeting today, my name is Jacqui Mwangi, and yeah, my name is becoming synonymous with marketing. So a couple of times people have called me Jacqui Marketing, and I'm like, okay, I'll own that. But I do love to help entrepreneurs get high ticket sales consistently. Like, how do you get clients consistently so that it's not the kind of thing that's feast one month and famine the next, right? And today what I want to talk to you about is around how you set up your sales process. So I look at a number of things that, like when you're selling high ticket, the first thing you need to understand is people will not always buy just because you got in front of them the first time around. I'm sure you know that. Like, it takes some level of convincing for people to buy, especially high ticket, because they tend to sometimes need to think about it, maybe talk to their partners about it. It's not an impulse buy, like something that you're paying, $20 or something. If you're going to invest $2,000 in something, it might require a little bit more foresight. But there's a way in which you can do this, especially in the digital space, where you generate, where you first you need to like have a funnel. And what a funnel is so there's the front end that looks like a website. It's like a website, but a lot of the action on the funnel is actually on the back end. So it's the engagement that you take the person through depending on the action that they've taken. So when I say you need to have a funnel, it's a way for you to communicate with a lot of people consistently based on the action that they're taking and the interest that they're showing in certain things that you've presented to them. So are they opening your emails? Are there certain things that they're clicking on and others that they're not? So you're able to engage with them based on what they're interested in, because now you can use data to understand the people who you're talking to better. So that's what I mean when I say a funnel. But yeah, so the thing you need to understand, people won't buy the first time around. They probably will need you to build a little bit more trust, especially if it's cold traffic, people who've never heard of you. But the thing that you cannot do is slack on the fact that somebody has not bought. I've had people who, interestingly enough, people who haven't signed up for my programs, and they've stayed on my database like for a year, and every week I share with them something useful, a YouTube video or an interesting post, and a year later is when they reach out to me and they ask me, by the way, I'm now ready to take the step. I wasn't before, I am, can we talk about it? And they sign up for my program. So look at it also as a long game. Don't look at it like, don't be short-sighted where somebody hasn't bought and, that's the end. You stop communicating with them. You still need to remain relevant, because perhaps they weren't ready when you first spoke to them. But your content, whatever messages you're going to be creating for them, should be with getting them ready in mind. Like, how do you help them understand when they're ready? How do you help get them ready? What are some of the things they can be doing in preparation to working with you? But look, it's a long game, right? So it's building that relationship with that person. And you can do this physically and spend time doing it physically, but that's not scalable. Like, you're only able to talk to so many people, and you only have so many hours in a day to be able to do that. But if you're using the digital tools that we have available to us, which is what I teach, like how do you use technology in a smart way to be able to do this at scale and scale it. You want to build that back end that's then able to engage with people continuously, and that's where developing useful content comes in, because you're not just going to be writing to them boring stuff. You need to also write to them things that are relevant, as I mentioned, things that may prepare them for working with you, things that will help build trust with your audience. So you have to know what it is that you're creating and what your strategy is, and then you have to also understand how to read the data that you're getting from your content. Like, make sure your back end is able to give you analytics so that you can make informed and smart decisions. So that's what I wanted to share with you, because a lot of people say like they struggle to sell high ticket because either they think it's one of those things that if you talk to somebody and they're not interested at that time, that they're probably, maybe a couple of times, that they're probably not going to buy. But maybe they're just maybe getting the money, maybe thinking about it, maybe trying to figure out if this is the best time for them. Maybe there's so many things that could be going on in your clients' lives. And again, if you're doing it manually, like if you're networking like physically and going through the painstaking effort of making that phone call to this person every so often, that may not be the most efficient. I mean, that's nice, but people are not going to have that much time to talk to you like every so often. They're your lead. They're somebody who was interested in your product. They reached out to you. Now every month you call them. Like, it's less intrusive to send them messages or things that will help improve their lives, rather than just checking on you, just following up. And you kind of never want to use that word, because every time you tell somebody, I'm just following up, it's like something happens inside them and they're like, I'm not ready. Because they feel like you're now trying to sell them, you're trying to hard sell them. So think of it like a long game, and realize that most of the work actually happens on the back end. So it's not enough for you to just have a website. It's important for you to have that back end that you're able to then continuously engage, and of course develop content that's going to educate, inform, prepare them, teach them something they didn't know, entertain, maybe give them updates on what's going on. Not just sending people like Happy New Year and Merry Christmas. I really am not a fan of doing that, and if you're on my mailing list, you'll know, like, I just don't find it, like, everybody does it, lots of messages from your bank to people who don't really care about you sending you Happy New Year and Merry Christmas messages, and I kind of find it fake, so I don't usually do it. I mean, if even with most people around me, like, I'll catch up with you, we'll call each other before and like spend time, quality time, catching up, rather than sending you a Merry Christmas or a Happy New Year message. I just I don't find it very genuine. Like, if you really cared about how happy my Christmas is, I think it would be nice to maybe reach out or something, like send a longer email and tell me something interesting or whatever, and then like wish me a happy Merry Christmas kind of thing. Not just it's Christmas so I send you this because everybody's doing it. So yeah, more than just that. yeah, so I was saying we got cut off a bit because the camera overheated, because it's on the dashboard and the dashboard gets hot. It's a warm day as I'm driving. So what I was saying is, put yourself in your potential clients' shoes and think about what they would need to know in order for them to either make progress towards working with you, or learning something that they need to know as part of the process to succeed in their business, or to build trust with you. So think about some of those things and develop content around that. And by content I mean whatever. So content is a broad word that could be a video, it could be a post, it could be a blog, it could be an Instagram picture with some words, it could be a LinkedIn article or post. So content, whenever you hear me talking about content, it's a general term that talks about anything that's going to be useful for your audience, you know, your niche. Who are you targeting? Who do you want to have as a client? Who's your ideal client? And then put yourself in their shoes and create something that they would find useful, that, as I mentioned, would help them make micro steps or build trust or learn something that they didn't know, that will help them do the thing. Like for me, it's that will help you grow your business. So I share with you things that will help you do that. And if you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button, because I share this every week. And yeah, like this video and tell me what you found useful from it in the comments below, so that I know to make more of them. And also just let me know what are some of the topics that you're interested in hearing about, because then I know that would be useful for you and I can make it for you. So let me know in the comments, and have an awesome week. Bye.